to game number 3 here at the regional championships in Hopkins, Minnesota. We have the Nebraska Red Dogs versus the Marquette Golden Eagles. And Nebraska able to all right, Gianni Quintero has the basketball, shoots it over to Mac. Mac's going to shoot that off the glass as he does and scores. Nice shooting performance when he is patient and remembers that he needs to shoot off the glass. One of the better shooters on Marquette. Marquette tied it up 2-2. Mac gives up the baseline, but he's got quite the height above him. Able to recover, get the rebound. Marquette basketball. Look at how hard Sydney's pushing out there. Creates a lane for Gianni. Back over to Sydney. Rewards the hard hustle. She fakes and scores. Nice performance by Sydney. Great shot fake to let the defender roll right past her. All right, blue basketball. Marquette's up 4-2 with 8:26 to play. Cat's got the basketball. She's behind Sydney. Launches it over to Mac. Mac sees Lucy in the middle. Cat's got a rebound. Gets it out to Mac. Get out of the lane. Off the glass again. Mac is 2 for 2. Cat's got one pinned back in the back court. G slips and slides in the middle. He's got Sydney in the middle. All kinds of hands around Sydney. Max sneaks in and gets the basketball before it goes out of bounds. But the shot clock did not reset. There's about 10 seconds left on the shot clock. G sneaks in. Nice short shot. Rolls out. Nebraska's players continue to fall down. Dead ball called. Foul called on Gianni Quintero. That's his first. See if they're going to jump this shot on number 50. Not a full jump there, but they're swinging the ball. Great defense by Marquette. You can hear Gianni in the background congratulating his team. Lucy picks ones out. That means Marquette has a 5-on-4. Let's see if they make go of it. Lucy now able to shoot from the middle. No good. Ball bouncing around. All right, the defense is back in. Sydney and Mac, the two taller players there, able to frustrate the shooter. Marquette only up by 2, 6-4 in this first quarter. Nobody holding G. He's going to have the and one opportunity. Basket is good. He's headed for the free throw line. Very good free throw shooter. No good on the free throw. Red Dogs have the basketball. They're down by 4. You see Mac with the ball here. He's actually going to be joining Taylor in Arizona. He takes a shot here. Off the glass, rolls around and in. Sydney cuts deep into the lane. GC's Cat in the middle. Cat swings it over to Taylor. They're jumping Taylor. That'll leave Mac open. Nope, leaves Sydney open this time. Off the backboard and in. They jump the shooter. The help defense is there. Back on the rotation. Sydney is there. They're down to about 11 seconds in the shot clock. Baseline gets taken away. Mac with the steal. Here comes Marquette. Nice double swing to Taylor. Taylor cashes in. Great ball movement by Marquette. Ball blocked by Sydney and Mac. G recovers it. Marquette looking strong on defense. Great bounce pass to Cat. Got tipped away at the last second. Good defense by Nebraska. Struggle for the ball down low. Ball pops away from everybody. Nebraska has it. No shot, 3 seconds in the lane. That a couple of years ago, it used to be that you could not pin offensive player inside the lane, but that rule changed 2 or 3 years ago. So if there's a person in the lane on the offensive possession, you're allowed to pin them in there. And if you pin them in there for longer than 3 seconds, it's a 3-second violation and it's your ball. G hits the first 2 foul shots. He's got another one coming. Second shot rolls around, no good. Marquette's up 13-6 with 3:30 to play in the first quarter. What a shot above 2 tall defenders. That takes some skill, folks. Nice shot. Nebraska cuts the lead to 5. Ball's into Taylor. They don't jump him. Taylor doesn't make him pay this time, but Mac with the rebound off the glass and in. Rebounding was a problem for Marquette early in the season, but they have been doing several drills related to it. Pays off there for an extra 2 points. Marquette's up by 7, 15-8. Sydney knocks the ball away. Scramble for the ball in the lane. Called jump ball. Should be Marquette's basketball at the beginning of the quarter. The Red Dogs took it out. Great defense by Marquette. Oh, nice play to Mac in the middle. Timeout, Nebraska. They're going to want to talk about that. Can't let Mac into the lane like that. Marquette opens up a 9-point lead, 2:30 to play in the first quarter. Okay, on the court, you've got Mac, Sydney, Kat, Taylor, and G. Sydney Whaley Smith with the rebound. Dishes it to G. Here comes Marquette. Taylor nestles in behind Kat. Ball tipped. Recovered by the Red Dogs. .52 left deep into the lane. Tipped from behind. Called. That'll go to the Red Dogs. Red Dogs just a little off of their great defense, tipping that ball, getting an extra hand up to frustrate the defender. Ball's into Sydney. Sydney up and in. Great patience by Sydney getting into the lane. .52, typically a very strong shooter, too strong there. G to the lane, sees Sydney. What a catch by Sydney. Ball is up and in, and the foul. She's headed to the free throw line. So sneaky getting that lane. Could hear all the way from here calling for the point. 53 seconds to go. Marquette has opened up a 13-point lead. Free throw shot is up and good. Quick shot, rolling back, but strong rebound. Foul. Player gets 5 fouls, so no big deal there. 10-52 line. Particularly a good shooter, good jump shot from the. Shot is up. First one is good. Second shot is good as well. That cuts the lead down to 12. Ball is into Taylor. Sydney sneaks in. The defense follows. That allows Taylor to push in deeper. Thought that one was going to go in. Had a nice arc, nice rotation. Outside the rim. With the steal, tosses it up to Mac. Ball's bouncing around. 14 seconds left to go. Shot is up. Off the rim. G's got the rebound. Strong first half by Marquette. They're up 22-10. We'll be back in a moment. Sorry, folks. That was just the first quarter, not the first half. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in action for the second quarter in just a moment. Hi, Coach Amber. Would you like to talk to the audience? How is your prep team doing today?
pretty good. We lost to the Rowdies in overtime, but we get to play them 2 more times.
You had a shot at the end there during regulation. I noticed the referee is avoiding the timeout call, but Leah almost got that shot in.
Well, she made the free throws to take us to it.
Strong showing by Prep, but you have to play them 3 times. That's good.
I'm here for it.
Nebraska has the basketball. 44 Mac has the ball at the top of the key. Great defense by Marquette, keeping everybody out of the lane. Little 2-man game over there, but Marquette picks it up. 10 seconds on the shot clock. That's going to be a difficult pass. Cat picks it off. Cat launches it to G. G dishes it to Taylor, but Taylor's too far underneath the hoop. He's going to call a timeout to preserve the possession. Marquette knowing that with the Giants down there, he's not going to be able to get the possession. Cat slashes to the lane, chair contact, gets the foul called. She's headed to the free throw line. Great play called up there to get Cat close to the hoop. She's fouled. Great free throw shooter. First shot is up, rims out. Shot is up off the rim. Here come the Red Dogs. Great defense by Marquette. Taylor got a hand on that ball. Shot's no good. Lots of people picked out. Marquette can make a run of this. Think foul called there with a hook. Ball over to Taylor. Taylor gets behind Sydney. He likes what he sees. Also, Great defense by Marquette. Hopefully, you could hear a little bit about that. G instructing the defense to exactly what he wanted and got a great result. Cat falls, but no foul called. Kicks her feet out, sees Lucy underneath. Lucy with the assist from Sydney. Cat able to hop back up. Max got the rebound, gets it out to G. Nice seal by Lucy. Nice back pick by Lucy. She back picks twice. Should be somebody open. I think it's Sydney. Sydney off the backboard and in. Great ball movement by Marquette. But that play, like many plays, started in the backcourt when Lucy Raitt backpicked not one, but two players to allow for that transition scoring. Marquette's been doing a great job of keeping anybody out of the lane. That's where you want to be to score. And Marquette just doing a magnificent job keeping all of those shooters out of there. Nebraska has some good shooters. Recall they beat us in our first tournament of the season, but the maturity of Marquette shows. Turnover Nebraska. Marquette has opened up a 16-10 lead, 7 minutes to go in the first half. Taylor posts, gets behind Sydney, likes what he sees. Nice, tall, arching shot. If teams do not jump Taylor, Taylor's going to score. But when you do jump Taylor, you have such strong inside scorers. So tough to handle. Ball tipped away by Gianni. Great ball handling skills. Lucy gets a seal to allow Gianni to cut towards the hoop. Max open in the middle, off the glass and in. Marquette just cannot be stopped. Open up a 20-point lead, 30-10, with 6 minutes to play in the first half. Shocking differential between this and the first time we saw this team this season. Nebraska has some great shooters, but Marquette has kept them so far out beyond their range and always has a hand in their face. G cuts to the lane, scoops it up. It's in. It's 32-10. Timeout Nebraska. Coach Jordan's got to be happy about this. Great performance by Marquette. So they called a play during the timeout. That timeout worked. Nebraska scores, brings it back down to 20. G loses the basketball, but pokes it away. Taylor's got it, down to Mack. Mack with the scoop, and it's good. Not an intentional press there, but has the result of an intentional press. And Marquette scores, bringing the lead back up to 22. Another good pick and roll, not able to finish it. Ball way too high for the player that got into the lane. Way too rushed. Turnover, Nebraska. Marquette's offense has been good, but their defense has been even better, only allowing 12 points against this Nebraska team. Taylor backs in behind Sydney. Ball may have gotten tipped. Falls well short. Ball poked away by Gianni. Unfortunately, bounces right back to Nebraska. Good shot by Mack off the backboard. Unfortunate bounce for Marquette. But Marquette has made a bit of their own luck with such a strong offensive and defensive performance. Another hooking foul. A hooking foul in wheelchair basketball is essentially when a player beats you, the offensive player beats you, and you kind of catch their wheel as they're passing you. And it's called a hooking foul because it tends to have the impact of spinning the offensive player into the shape of a candy cane. It's usually a really good indication of that foul. Referees make a right call there. Nice high arcing pass to Taylor. Taylor drops it off to Mack. Mack not able to finish. Nice defensive set by Marquette, getting back in there after a little bit of chaos. Oh, nice rebound by Nebraska. Nice gentle shot. Nebraska makes something out of nothing. Cuts the lead to 18, 3 minutes to go in the first half. Ball tipped away from Gianni. Here comes Nebraska. Oh, can't let him get in the lane like that. He's going to take his time. Surprising miss. Maybe a little bit of fatigue. Timeout, Marquette. We'll be back in a moment. So similar scoring games on this court here. You have Marquette versus the Red Dogs, and they're up 34-16. On the court on the back of your screen, Kansas City is up 38-19. Almost identical scores. Marquette with a super strong performance. They're now up 36-16 with 2:20 to play. It's been a long time. Ball bounces around, bounces into Nebraska. Nebraska the ball shot. Call 3. It's been in there quite some time. Gianni brings the ball up. Dishes it to Cat. Cat sees Mac in the middle. Mac's going to shoot. Gianni with the rebound. Taylor with the rebound. Not a third rebounding opportunity. But again, the rebounding has been very impressive. Gianni with the basketball. Drops it up to Mac. Mac gets poked in the face. Over to Catherine. Catherine takes about a 12-foot shot. And it's good. 22 with a minute to play in the first half. Ball bounces around. Nebraska Mac has it. It's the glass and in. Gianni sneaks around the edge. Leaves the ball a little bit short. 28 seconds left. See if Marquette can leave this half with a nice even 20-point lead. Mac with the shot. G with the rebound. 13 seconds left. Mac's got the basketball. Gets it over to Taylor. Oh, Taylor a little bit short on the layup. After the first half, it's Nebraska 18 and your Wausau Golden Eagles 38. We'll be back after halftime. We are back for second half action in this third game of the WASA Golden Eagles at their regional championships here in Hopkins, Minnesota. Marquette built an incredible 20-point lead, largely in that second quarter, really pulling away with just great defense, great transition offense, and just a remarkable performance on both sides of the court. On the court, you've got Mac and Sydney, Lucy, Kat, and Taylor. Gianni gets a breather. Red Dogs basketball. Marquette let Mac into the lane. Fortunately, that shot did not go in. Coach is not going to be happy about that after a strong first half. And they also give up the baseline. Again, Nebraska might be a little bit tired here and doesn't make Marquette pay. Mac's got the basketball. Kat's in the middle. She comes around with the steal from Taylor and finishes. Nice move by Kat Redden. Great steal by Taylor. Such a high basketball IQ between both of them. They saw something that the defense didn't and took advantage of it. Nebraska Mac with a fadeaway. Nice shot. 40-20. Sorry about the lack of audio, folks. Catching up with some of our Minnesota extended family from the prep squad. We've gotten to know those families really well. Cat with the bounce in, and Marquette has maintained this 20-plus lead the entire quarter. Incredibly strong performance from Marquette. Oh, nice dish. Foul on Taylor Post. One minute and 18 seconds to play in this third quarter. Marquette's up 48-28 on the court. You have Taylor, Sydney, Cat, Mac, and G. Lucy's getting some instruction on the bench. Ethan enjoying the game. Has got lots of playing time in these tournament games. Expected this one to be closer after the first part of the season, but Marquette has learned its lesson, and they are rebounding well. They are covering shooters. Dish to Sydney in the middle. Sydney scores. Great ball movement. Great find by Gianni Quintero. Marquette defense getting a little sloppy, letting them into the lane. That can happen with a 20-point lead, and the coach is back turned to the court right now. But I'm sure they'll talk about that at the quarter. Taylor Post with shot, with the make. Great shot by Marquette. Nebraska has the basketball. They've got a 22-point deficit. Ball poked away. Sydney's got it. Up to Mac. Mac over to G. G shoots off the back of the rim. No good. Might be wondering why he took that shot. But you hear the buzzer. There was only 2 seconds left. So not a bad take by Marquette. We'll be back for the fourth quarter. Marquette extends its lead 52-30. Headed into the fourth quarter. I just didn't have my mic on. Marquette extends to a 27-point lead here in Hopkins, Minnesota. Nebraska has the basketball. Gianni's got the ball. Nobody in front of him. Great steal by Cat. He scoops. He scores. Marquette out to a giant 33-point lead. That means we'll have a continuous clock here. Clock is not going to stop on an out of bounds or on a free throw, so the fourth quarter should go pretty quickly here. 5:45 to play in this game. Just a crazy, great performance by Marquette. As a reminder, they actually lost to this team in the first tournament of the season, but they practice, they get better, they do things like perfect passes out to outlets and layups like that. Incredible performance by the WASA Marquette Golden Eagles. Rebound Mac. Gianni's got the basketball. He's got Sydney on his side. Ball over to Taylor. Taylor finds a better shot, and Taylor scores. Subs coming in for Nebraska. Some strong shooters on Nebraska, but they can't shoot from that kind of distance or with that kind of frustration in the face. You can see two hands right there, and Mac, typically such a strong shooter, he's not able to get that. Prep warming up for their game next to us. Playing the Nebraska Red Dogs again. Taylor spins around, has to get the ball up, tries to sneak it in. No good. Tough shot for the smaller Taylor in the land of giants down in the lane. Gianni has the rebound. See what he does with it here. Swings it over to Mac. Mac gets it to Sydney. Those two aren't communicating, and a turnover. I think Sydney was looking for a potential rebound. Mac has such a clean shot from that point. Those two could have executed that play better if they would have just let each other know what they were going to do. Taylor Post with the rebound. Here comes Marquette. Dish into Sydney. Sydney scores. Sydney's got about 14 points in this incredibly strong performance by Marquette. That was a perfect example of how great Marquette's defense is. Number 52 is such a great shooter, but was headed away from the hoop. Hard to hit that fadeaway. And just Marquette forcing Nebraska to be outside their range. Nebraska's just head-scratching at this point. What happened to that Marquette team from early in the season that they were able to beat? Seems like a distant past at this point. Sydney has the basketball, sneaks into the lane, dishes it off to Cat. Cat scores. Marquette with an incredible performance, up by 41 points with about a minute to play. Mack with the steal. Coach calls him to bring the ball out, not run up the score any further. Nice dish to Cat from Mack. Too strong. Cat with the rebound. Cat with the score. Gianni has the rebound. No shot clock. 23 seconds left to play. This will be the last possession of the game. Marquette will likely just dribble it out. That's the ball game, folks. Nebraska Red Dogs 32, Marquette Golden Eagles 75. They are headed to play Kansas City tomorrow around 11 o'clock for the Northern Region Championship. We'll see you tomorrow.